Okay, guys, as you can see, value of game is negative 0.45, meaning we are correct. No, sa lahat po yan, negative 0.45. Now, the percentage here, as you can see, we have the column mix, 0.59, 0.41, 0.27, 0.73, nasaan po yan? Let's go back to our PowerPoint presentation. Yes, hello everyone. So welcome to our next topic, which is all about the application of the game theory in the POM-QM software. So game theory, POM-QM method. Just a recap, we have two scenarios under game theory, and those are the pure strategy and the mixed strategies. So both of those two scenarios will be applied in our software later. I will be giving to you the same example, same set of examples that we have used during our manual computation here in our applications in the POM-QM software. Okay, so let's start with the first one, or the first scenario, which is the game theory pure strategy. So for the first example on this scenario, we have the Jollibee. So Aaron is the advertising manager of Jollibee, and he is planning to launch a new advertising campaign, either a TV ad or a radio ad. He also learned that Jollibee's toughest competitor, McDonald's, is planning to launch its own campaign, either a print ad or an event sponsorship. If Jollibee launches the TV ad, it will gain $6,000. If McDonald's launches the print ad, or gain $3,000 if McDonald's launches the event sponsorship. If Jollibee launches the radio ad, it will gain $5,000 if McDonald's launches the print ad, or lose $8,000 if McDonald's launches the event sponsorship. Now, the question is, given the payoff here, now what should be Aaron's strategy? How much gain or loss will he expect for Jollibee? What should be the strategy of McDonald's? So the payoff we have here, Jollibee, if they choose the advertising campaign using the TV, while McDonald's choose the print ad, so it will have a positive payoff for Jollibee amounting to $6,000. And if Jollibee chooses the radio ad, while McDonald's chooses the print ad, it will give a positive payoff for Jollibee amounting to $5,000. Same in the other side, if McDonald's uses the sponsorship and Jollibee uses the TV ad, $3,000 for Jollibee, negative $3,000 for McDonald's. And for if McDonald's uses the sponsorship and the Jollibee chooses the radio ad, it will have a lose. Jollibee will lose $8,000 while McDonald's gain that $8,000. Okay? Actually, guys, based on our previous computation, specifically the manual computation, our final answer there using our final strategy here is 3. And that is, Jollibee will choose the TV ad and McDonald's will choose the sponsorship. That is a loss for McDonald's and a gain for Jollibee, which is $3,000. And since they are both remains only one strategy, which is TV ad for Jollibee and sponsorship for McDonald's, we can call it a pure strategy. Now, using the POM-QM software or the POM-QM software, dapat mapalabas natin yung 3 na final strategy natin given this payoff summary. Okay, so let's go to our software now. Okay, so we are in the software. First of all, first thing that we should do is to set our module into game theory. So click module, then choose game theory. Then go to file, click the new. Okay, as you can see, guys, there's no sub module here because what we're trying to do is a game theory with pure strategy. Na wala siyang sub module tulad ng mga ibang topics. Mamaya malalaman nyo kung bakit. For now, let's write here Jollibee as our example. And since we have there 2 rows and 2 columns, so no need to change these inputs anymore. Just click OK. Now, Since we have here the input table, we can input here the print ad for McDonald's. Wala na yung ano, no? Wala na yung title. So, print ad. Yung mga ano ulit, yung mga ano agad, mga alternatives. So, print and sponsorship. Okay, then next we have here the TV and the radio. Okay, for the input, we have 6, 5, and here we have 3 and -8. Okay guys, by just simply clicking the solve button, it will give you the final answer of 3. Now, using this software, how can you know that this is a pure strategy and this is a mixed strategy? Okay, we can know that this is a pure strategy if our row mix here have 1 and 0 na answer and our column mix here have 0 and 1. If this becomes 0.35 and the other one becomes 0.65 and dito naman 0.5, dito 0.5, that will be a mixed strategy. Okay, but since 0 and 1 ang lumabas, this is a pure strategy. The default result of the POM-QM is the final solution. Anyway, if you wanted to check, here's the other solution. For the rows expected value, here they are, 3 and -3. For the columns expected value, here they are, and 3, and still value of the game is 3. If you wanted to see the maximin or the minimax na table, ito po sila. No, maximin for TV is 3, and for the radio, none. For column maximum 6 and 3, and the minimax is 3. So anyway, hindi natin to kailangan dahil hindi natin siya ginamit. No, iba yung way of solving natin sa sa manual computation dahil doon pinabilis ko no, may mga techniques akong ginawa doon para din na kayo dumaan dito. So dito sa results in the list, we have here 1, 0 and 0, 1. Patunay na ano tayo, na pure strategy. Same lang po ito doon sa binibigay ng finals, no? This is just a different format and also serve as backup din. Guys, actually, game theory can be graphed. As you can see here, we have here the print ad and the sponsorship. Then, yung katumbas nito, yung kabila. If we'll check dito sa columns graph, ang katumbas niya naman is the TV and the radio. As you can see, guys, we have here the pink number, which is 3. Ayan, same with the rows graph, number 3. Then, may line, horizontal hidden line. That is our final solution. No, that's how the graph of this problem regarding Jollibee looks like. Okay, I hope you get it. Now, if you wanted to save this file, just save this, save as. Then, for me, I will save this on desktop. So, Jollibee. Let's have title, Game Theory. Pure strategy. That's how simple to save a file. Okay, then save it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so let's go back to our PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so based on our PowerPoint presentation, final answer is 3. Same with our final answer with POM-QM software. Okay, so let's move on to our second example. We have here IBM. Bren is the operations officer of IBM and he is planning to expand IBM's operations to a country in Europe, either France or Spain. He also learned that IBM's toughest competitor, which is Microsoft, is planning to expand to a country in Europe, either Germany or Belgium. If IBM expands to France, it will lose $4,000 if Microsoft expands to Germany or gain $7,000 if Microsoft expands to Belgium. If IBM expands to Spain, it will gain $1,000 if Microsoft expands to Germany or gain $2,000 if Microsoft expands to Belgium. The payoff summary is presented in the table on next slide. The question here is, what should be Bren's strategy? How much gain or loss will he expect for IBM, and what should be the strategy of Microsoft? Given the payoff that if IBM will choose France while Microsoft will choose Germany, it will have a negative payoff in perspective of IBM, which is equivalent to $4,000. If IBM will choose Spain while Microsoft, it will have a positive payoff for IBM, which is equivalent to $1,000. The other way around, if Microsoft chooses Belgium and IBM chooses France, it is a positive payoff for IBM, $7,000. And of course, that is in contrary, that is a negative payoff for Microsoft, which is equivalent to negative $7,000. Lastly, if Microsoft chooses Belgium while IBM chooses Spain, it will have a positive payoff to IBM amounting to $2,000. Now, same with Jollibee, let's try to input this data in our POM-QM software. So, let's go to our software now. The Jollibee na example, we can actually click this file, then new, and let's have here next example, game theory, pure strategy. We're still in the pure strategy, guys, and the company is IBM. So 2 row, 2 column. Okay, so here we should input here the data coming from our problem. Here we have Germany. Hindi natin ilalagay yung Microsoft dahil there's no specific cell for that. No, and Belgium. Same way sa kabila, hindi na po natin mailalagay si IBM dahil there's no specific cell dedicated for that. We have here France, and sa baba we have Spain. Okay? So for the payoff, we have negative 4 here and 1. Then we have here 7 and 2. Then click the solve button. By just simply clicking the solve button, we have here the value of game, which is equivalent to 1, which is the same with our PowerPoint presentation. Let's check. Okay, as you can see, guys, 1. And ang pinili final strategy for Microsoft is Germany, and final strategy for IBM is Spain, equivalent to 1 or $1,000. Since both of the companies actually have they left with only one strategy, and we can call it now as a pure strategy. Okay, so let's go back to our POM-QM software. Ito po ang final answer. And tulad nung nakaraan sa Jollibee, we have here the additional supporting solutions. Okay. This one, the results in list form. Pareho lang naman yan dito. No, naka-list form lang itong sa baba, ito naka-matrix form. And of course, the graph of the IBM. As you can see, the graph, Belgium, Germany, then 1 dito sa bandang to. For the rows graph, ayan. For the columns graph, nandito naman si 1. Ayan, parehong 1, pink siya. Okay, so that is for the second example. For the third example, let's have here the Time Magazine. So Carol is the marketing executive of Time Magazine, and she is planning to promote more subscriptions through price discounts, either 40% off or 20% off. She also learned that Time Magazine's closest competitor, which is the Newsweek magazine, is planning to promote more subscriptions through price discounts, either 50% off or 30% off. If Time Magazine launches the 40% off, it will gain nothing. If Newsweek Magazine launches the 50% off or gain $8,000, if Newsweek Magazine launches the 30% off. If Time Magazine launches the 20% off, it will lose $2,000 if Newsweek Magazine launches the 50% off, or lose $5,000 if Newsweek Magazine launches the 30% off. The payoff summary is on the next slide, so let's check it. Here's the payoff summary. The question now is, what should be Carol's strategy? How much gain or loss for Time Magazine will she expect, and what should be the strategy of the Newsweek Magazine? So if the Time Magazine will offer 40% off, guys, by just simply looking on this payoff summary, while Newsweek magazine will choose 50% off, it will be a break-even for both magazines, for both companies. Okay? While if the Newsweek choose 30% off, it will be a positive gain. Now, it will be a positive payoff for Time Magazine, and that is equivalent to $8,000. And in contrary, that is a loss for Newsweek, equivalent also to $8,000 loss. 20% off, while the Newsweek chooses 50% off, it will have a negative payoff for Time Magazine amounting to $2,000. So, negative $2,000 ang mangyayari kay Time Magazine. But, if Newsweek will choose the 30% off, mas malaki ang talo ng Time Magazine. No, $5,000. And that is the gain naman on the side of Newsweek, which is equivalent to a positive $5,000. Okay, so let's try and check this if tama ba tayo na ang naging sagot natin dito using our manual computation before on our previous presentations. Our answer is 0. No, we're in Newsweek will choose the 50% off while Time Magazine will choose the 40% off. 0 siya, and that is a pure strategy dahil parehong companies na iwan lang sa kanila is only one strategy. Now, let's check if 0 talaga yung sagot sa software. Okay, so let's input this payoff summary. Don't forget guys, 50, 30, 40, 20, 0, negative 2, 8, and negative 5. Okay, so let's go to our software now. And since nandito pa po tayo sa IBM, let's have new file. So, click new. And hindi pa pala ito nasi-save. I-save natin. Sayang naman. So, file, save as. Let's click this, pure strategy. And that is IBM, right? Okay, IBM tayo dyan. And file, then new. Okay, now, let's write here game theory. Then pure strategy. And our title, Time Magazine. Okay, so we have 2 rows here and 2 columns. Click OK. Now, let's write here 50%. Oops, for the title, no? 50%. Then we have 30%. Dito naman sa kabila, for Time Magazine, itong sa taas kasi for Newsweek. Hindi natin sila malagay dahil no cell dedicated for them sa software. So, 40% off, lagyan natin off. Ayan. And 20% off. Dito din lagyan natin para formal naman siya. Oops. Formal tapos Jejemon, no? Ayan. 0. Okay. 30% off. For the inputs, for the payoff, let's have here 0, negative 2, 8, and negative 5. So, just click the button solve, and tulad nung dati, our answer is correct, 0. So, ito siya, no? 0, same sa ating manual computation. And just like the other example na meron tayo, 1 and 0, 1 and 0. So, that is a pure strategy. By the way, guys, itong 1 na to, tsaka 0 na yan, anong ibig kong sabihin na yan? Itong 0, ibig niya sabihin, ito yung row na natanggal. No, 'di ba sa manual computation, we have there the dominated row or the dominated strategy. It can be dominated row or dominated column. Basta kung ano yung strategy na na-dominate, tanggalin siya. So, meaning, tanggal itong 20% off, tanggal itong 30% off. Yan, ito tanggal, tsaka ito. Kaya ang natira yung 1 and 1, which is 0. Okay, and just like other examples, we have here other supporting solutions. If you wanted to see the rows expected value, ito po sila, 0 and negative 2. If you wanted to see the columns expected value, ito po siya, 0 and 8. Same with the maximin and minimax criterions. The results in list form, same lang yan, 1, 0, 1, 0. And of course, the graph for this example. The rows graph and the columns graph. Ayan. As you can see, yung pink line is nasa gitna, no, 0. That is the final answer. Alright, that is the last and final example for our pure strategy scenario under game theory topic. Let's now move on to the mixed strategy. Okay, for mixed strategy, we have the ABS-CBN. Dennis is the international representative of ABS-CBN, and he is planning to partner with a foreign TV network, either BBC or Al Jazeera. He also learned that ABS-CBN's closest competitor, which is GMA7, is planning to partner with a foreign TV network, either CNN or Fox News. If ABS-CBN partners with BBC, it will lose $7,000 if GMA7 partners with CNN, or gain $9,000 if GMA7 partners with Fox News. If ABS-CBN partners with Al Jazeera, it will gain $2,000 if GMA7 partners with CNN, or lose $4,000 if GMA7 partners with Fox News. The payoff summary is presented in the table on the next slide. The question is, what should be Dennis' strategy? How much gain or loss for ABS-CBN will he expect? What should be the strategy of GMA 7? So as you can see on the payoff, we have here the final and the summary of the data na binigay, -7, 2, 9, and -4. Same interpretation on the payoff summary that we have discussed on the previous 3 examples. So now let's see our final solution or final answer using our manual computation. Here it is, our final answer there. Since this is a mixed strategy, guys, our final answer is, of course, must be in the state of equilibrium, which is equivalent to expected loss of -0.45 for both BBC and Al Jazeera, for both strategy of the ABS-CBN, and same with the both strategy of GMA 7, CNN, Fox News, expected gain, expected loss, okay, expected gain 0.45 negative. Okay, so parehong side, -0.45 ang kanilang expected gain and expected loss. And that is in the state of equilibrium. Let's see naman kung lalabas din ito sa ating software, sa POM-QM software. Don't forget yung mga inputs natin. Again, we have -7, 2, 9, and -4. This P, 1 minus P, Q, and 1 minus Q is not an input but rather a part of the solution. No, baka kasi malito kayo. Input natin dyan, ito po, CNN, Fox News, BBC, and Al Jazeera. Okay, so let's go to our software now and let's check if ever natama ba tayo or not. Okay? So, since nasa Time Magazine pa tayo, let's try to save this pala muna. Okay, Pure Strategy and Time Magazine. Okay, so let's have our new file. So, new. Kung titignan nyo, ito yung binabanggit ko kanina, guys. There's no sub-module, unlike sa topic natin ng decision analysis, no? Topic natin ng linear programming before, ng integer linear programming, cutting break, etc., na merong mga sub-modules, lalo na sa transportation model. Dito po wala. No? Hindi siya nakahiwalay if ever na pure strategy yan or mixed. Tayo na lang yung titingin doon sa result. So, let's try. No, dito is ABS-CBN. Let's have title, ABS-CBN. And row strategy, dalawa, 2x2 lang naman yon. So, okay tayo. For this cell, let's input CNN. Ito yung first strategy of GMA 7. For their second strategy, we have here Fox News. Okay, for ABS-CBN, we have here BBC and Al Jazeera. Okay, for the input, we have -7 and 2. For the Fox News, we have 9 and -4. Okay, so check the input. Kung tama naman, if walang mali, you can now click the solve button. Okay guys, as you can see, value of game is -0.45, meaning we are correct. No, sa lahat po yan, -0.45. Now, the percentage here, as you can see, we have the column mix, 0.59, 0.41, 0.27, 0.73, nasaan po yan? Let's go back to our PowerPoint presentation. Here, no, 0.59, 0.41, ito yan. Sa baba, katumbas niya, 0.59 for CNN, 0.41 for Fox News, 27.73 for BBC and Al Jazeera, ito po. No, ayun yung part ng ating solution. No, nakikita rin siya sa software, actually. Ayan, ito yung final na result for the software. If you wanted to see the rows expected value, here we have the expected value for BBC and Al Jazeera, both -0.45. If you wanted to see the columns expected value, we have here the expected value for CNN and Fox News, and that is both -0.45. For the maximin and minimax, we have here the table na hindi natin ginamit. Iba po kasi yung way natin for manual calculation. Pero dito, sinasabi niya lang na ang maximin for Al Jazeera is -4 and the minimax for CNN is 2 or something like that. And the value actually, yung -0.45, pasok yan dito. Ito yung analysis niyan eh. Hindi kasi siya part ng ating manual computation. Pero ang analysis niyan, the value of the game must be in between of this bound, negative 4 tsaka 2. Kaya kinukuha yung maximin and minimax. Ito, negative 4 tsaka 2. Dapat nasa gitna. Nasa gitna naman siya, yung negative 0.45. Okay, I hope you get it. Ayun, na-share ko tuloy yung bigla yung maximum and minimax. So here, we also have the results in list form. These are the percentages kung gaano katagal dapat sila makipag-partner, no? Yung percentage time na allotted. And lastly, the graph. So as you can see, the graph is almost the same with the graph ng pure strategy. No, naka-pink yung negative 0.45 here for rows graph and same with the columns graph. Naka-pink din siya. Okay? So that's how we apply, guys, the POM-QM software. The topic pala, sorry. The topic game theory in the POM-QM software. Okay, so I hope you get it. I hope you learn something from this presentation. No, and sana ginagamit niyo si software for checking your solutions, for verifying your answers. No, okay lang po yun sa akin as long as you know the manual computation, especially as long as you know the analysis, the deep analysis in every topic. Okay, so I hope you learned something from this presentation. Thank you for being with me sa topic na to, and see you soon on our next topic regarding queuing theory. Thank you. Keep safe always. Bye-bye.